I'm building 30 apps in 30 days and this is day 3. Welcome to Claude Code Timer. Alright, so I was just about to demo this, but then it broke. And why would it break, you may ask? We don't want to trap anyone in the Claude Cave, so we need to make sure that doesn't happen. Every day I'm on a mission to build a brand new app that fits 3 main rules. It must be live by midnight or I face a forfeit. It must be a real product with real users. It must solve a problem or actually have a place in the market. On day 1, we built a product idea directory that shows you real tools people are building, and that's already got over 400 users. On day 2, we built an actually good blog post writer that scrapes competitors in Google, finds out the content they have, what could be better, and then writes content based on all of that. We've just launched this now and that visitor is ticking up. We're nearly at 100 users and way over 100 blog posts generated. Unfortunately, we didn't get a paywall in, so if you do want to try that for free, now's the time. Go back, watch the video, use the tool and enjoy. And also, before we jump into the build, I want to say a genuine thank you to everyone who's supported this channel. There's been a lot of good vibes and it's performing way better than I thought it would. I mean, you can see, look, I'm used to a couple hundred impressions a day, sometimes on Twitter, up to 80,000 as we get this challenge rolling, and it's the same with YouTube. So yeah, thank you, and hopefully we've got a bunch more good content to come from this challenge.
So Alex, tell us, what problem are we solving today?
But here's the thing, I'm bad enough with social media and distractions as it is, as I'm sure a lot of people share that problem. You've got your phone next to you, you've got YouTube in one tab, you've got Twitter, you're doing some work, you're doing some vibe coding, maybe you're waiting for AI to do something, and you're constantly getting distracted. Even now I've got this video playing, your eyes are probably on that. I've used a bunch of tools in the past that have helped with blocking off access or Chrome extensions, apps, iPhone apps, desktop apps, but I've got an idea that could be fun. And before we jump into this is another example of going through, building, shipping, making videos, and by doing that I'm getting ideas and problems of what I can do. For example, in yesterday's video, we made a bunch of mistakes and there are reasons why at each stage, and each one of those problems could be a potential small product or app to build. Even now, look, 3 notifications. This has to stop and we're gonna stop it today. So again, here's a problem. Time to code, you open Claude Code, 5 minutes later, quick Twitter, quick Reddit rabbit hole. You end up just wasting away the day, not getting into focus, and 0 lines of code written. Maybe that's a bit dramatic because Claude's gonna vibe code a bunch of code. So what is the solution? So here's our solution, the Claude Cave. Your coding environment becomes your focus environment. So you start Claude Code, you give it one command, like let's do a 30-minute cave session or a 90-minute cave session. It blocks distracting sites at system level, shows your focus time. Maybe it plays brown noise, maybe some other nice things we can do. And then you're in deep work mode, just pure vibes, pure vibe coding. You come out of the cave, you got your feature shipped, then you can go and do all your other social stuff. Now this is cool because I've wanted to build some sort of cave timer for a while. I've also wanted to build in Claude Code. I think that's going to keep growing. I think there's going to be a bit of an ecosystem there. People are having fun with it. So I think this is really cool and hopefully I can make it work technically. Again, how am I going to roll it out? How am I going to make it public? Is it going to be a case of, hey, like copy and paste this code or maybe a quick install? That'd be sick. But I would love to use this. Being able to just jump into the Claude Cave whenever you want. That is sick. I also do need to be very careful with messing around with the user's network settings. We don't want to trap anyone in the Claude Cave, so we need to make sure that doesn't happen. Cool, so what we'll do now is we'll scope out the technical stuff. I've looked at MCP and the bash commands, so I'll come back once I've established a bit of a plan. What is cool here is we also have the status line within Claude Code, which basically allows to have the cave timer kind of visible at all times if we want it, I believe. So anyway, still scoping out the technical here and some ideas. I think what would be cool is kind of a social element to it. So I know a couple of guys who have bought Claude Code usage leaderboards, and George synced his up with Twitter. So each person has their Claude Code usage and also their Twitter account. So I think this would be really cool to have Claude Cave timer or something that would basically show you a leaderboard of how many minutes or hours of deep work people have done within Claude Code. That could be fun, could be a bit of a social viral loop as well. And I'd love to see who's deep in the cave. So I think I might need to page him in later and try and get him to give me some tips or anything to get all this working without any headaches, because I know that he ran into a few. Okay, so right now I'm dual wielding Claude and ChatGPT, just trying to understand all the different parts of Claude Code. So yeah, how would, as a user, would I do it? Would I do a sort of a cave like that or something? Or would I run something here? Or could I just say start 25 min cave? I mean, that would be sick to be able to do that. And just, it goes, and in the status line, it tells me how I'm doing, how much time I got left maybe. Okay, so high level how we're working here. Step 1, get Claude commands working. Step 2, get basic blocking, pair them up. And then if we have time, a social leaderboard, that would be pretty sick to be fair. But as we saw yesterday, even the simple things can take hours. Cool. Well, I'll report back once we got our first Claude command working. We've just added the Python script and we're just testing out the first run. So Claude Code start. Okay, so it's not showing, but let's stop it and then we can start it again to show. There you go. Look at that. That's sick. Cave session, enter in the cave. Duration 90 minutes, focus mode activated. Sweet. Cool, so for anyone watching, following along, building as they go, this is basically the crux of vibe coding, is using AI and basically saying, look, you're telling me to do this stuff in terminal. I don't know where X needs to be run or where it needs to be saved or what environment. So you can just ask it to break it down into simpler steps. Follow along step by step. That's how most people get started off vibe coding. That's how it was back in the day when you're just on ChatGPT. It's the same now, but the AI just is more powerful and has better context, and you can just do more stuff with it. Hence, we're able to build 30 products in 30 days now that are actually good, I hope. Okay, so here's our first run through of Claude Cave. So we're gonna fire up Claude as we usually do. And then we are gonna type in cave and it's gonna give us a couple of options. Or it's just gonna get going. So there you go, enter in the cave, duration 90 minutes, cave timer started, and we got the timer down here. And the way it works is that every time we do a request, it will update a time. So you can see the timer's gone down there, and we may be able to do cave stop, but I don't know if that's fully working. Cool, so there we go. Session complete, duration 0 minutes. Right, so now we're working on the blocking part, and I don't know whether we want to do just a soft block or maybe actually stop their laptop connecting to twitter.com. So we'll report back.
One eternity later.
All right, it's been a minute. We're approaching 7 p.m. and we have just pushed our Claude Cave timer to npm. So now in theory you can install it in the command line, which is pretty sweet. Let's see if it's actually there. Oh, no way. That is so cool. Nice. Sweet. Well, I think I'll test that. But in the meantime, let me give you a demo of Claude Code. Sorry, Claude Cave timer. Maybe I should have called it Claude Code Cave timer. Anyway, this is going to live on my Claude Code agent site because it's kind of a Claude Code sort of vibe. So let's cd into here and let's dangerously skip permissions as we do. Okay, hopefully this is working. Start a 30-minute cave timer. So here's the full demo now, and I've got something cool to show you. Okay, so we've got a 30-minute session started. Sweet. Question. Actually, to give you a full demo, I need to put you on my laptop screen. 2 seconds. Alright, so I was just about to demo this, but then it broke. And why would it break, you may ask?
Cave timer notification test.
Okay, well, something's working. I basically had it all working in Python, then I thought, oh no, npm install is more normal. That's what people are used to. So I rewrote it. Things broke. And then you ask yourself, how many times do you do stuff like this in your projects that just keeps, you keep doing stuff that just drags it on? And we don't have that luxury. So whenever we do that, it happened yesterday with GPT-5, streaming, the auth and payment stuff. Yeah, okay, it was good to have that in there. Why did we do that with a brand new tech stack? Of course, we have our reasons, but if the name of the game is shipping, you know what I'm saying. All right, let's do that demo again now. Let's start cave. Okay, we're already in a cave here. So we're in the cave. Then we're gonna be hacking on our thing. Okay, so we're doing that and then we're thinking, okay, let's take a quick break. Let's check YouTube. Oh, cave timer, caught visiting you, stay focused. All right, okay, stay focused. So it's just an annoying thing. We had notifications at the top with a little noise, and maybe we can add a noise to this as well. Okay, cool, I get it. So you know, I didn't want to do anything crazy with blocking network requests or anything, because I did try that about a year ago, and I ended up like nuking my internet connection. It was pretty bad, so I wouldn't want to be shipping anything that would do that. But this is just a little overlay there. And so yeah, there you have it. npm install Claude Code timer. Also got the uninstall if you can't hack it, but of course you can always just stop the cave as well, so that's cool. Actually, I do want to, can we add the noise to make it even more jarring? Apparently we can. I'll tell you what, it's 9:30. I'm kind of loosely working now. I'm not deep in the cave, but it's very annoying to be on Twitter. So it's working, which is pretty sweet. Okay, so let's test this install. Added one package. Let's do that. Let's start Claude, and hopefully this works. Yes, let's go. I don't know what this is doing. Let's see if this bit's working. No, the notification isn't working either. Alright, let the fun begin, I guess, because I uninstalled it to then test the final installation, and it doesn't work. Welcome to Claude Code Timer. So everyone knows the problem with deep work. You're trying to do a good vibe coding session, and you're getting pulled left, right, and center, Twitter, YouTube, your phone, whatever's going off. So here we are. I'm trying to get this landing page up and running so I can ship before midnight. And what I'm going to do is start a cave session for 30 minutes. And then it's going to start a focus session. You can see cave focus is activated. We've got our little status down here. Zoom in just so you can see. Okay, cool. Well, nothing's happened just yet, but let's say we're vibe coding, make it more vibey. And then we're going to go to YouTube and check how our video's doing. Okay, you left cave for YouTube, get back to the vibes. Okay, blimey, that is quite annoying. But we can still go and check. No, we can't. It's just going to keep doing that, keep nagging us. It's actually proper annoying. It goes off, well, maybe every 5 seconds or so. So it's not going to block you, but it's going to be annoying. So that's the demo for today. You can install it on your very own Claude Code instance through this command line. And yeah, there we have it. Okay guys, we are approaching the end game here. We've got some installation and FAQ stuff. What I like about this is it says, still need help? Ask Claude Code directly. And that is a pretty cool thing about getting people using Claude Code to install this, is that hopefully, and as I say, paste this into Claude Code and say set this up. That's how it should be installed. Cheers, push to Git. So let's get that live. Check off the live part of this challenge. And meanwhile, we've done about 5 sanity checks here. One last fresh install for good measure. So uninstalling, and it's going to start up clean state. It's going to install cave timer. Let's do this. Perfect. So verification that this is working. Well, at least working to my best ability. And that's going to start the cave. 1 minute remaining. Let's go to YouTube, check out the channel, and hopefully we get these notifications every 5 seconds, I think. Well, I stopped it again, but you get the deal. And there we have it. No late midnight scrambles this evening, unfortunately for the viewer. We kept things small in scope. I mean, we had some bigger plans, didn't we? Perfect success. Completed tests. Cave timer is absolutely perfect and ready for users. Happy days. Like we see here, we'll go to YouTube, check the channel, and there we go. It's not happy with us, and it should go about every 3 to 5 seconds. Close back down, back to the cave, back to focus, back to shipping 30 products in 30 days. And that's going to wrap up day 3. If you haven't watched day 2 and day 1, go and check those out as well. If you want to learn some more about vibe coding, go back into my channel. I've got a bunch of stuff there, and I'm going to be doing some more stuff. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, especially to see the rest of the 30 days. Are we going to be able to do it every day without a forfeit? Maybe. Well, we'll have to wait and see. But until then, I will catch you tomorrow. And by the way, folks, just to check off that rule, here we go, live for you to use. All the best.